All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Fausto from Cyber Trading. Let me get a little chat back. If you could hear loud and clear, just get a little hello. Good to see you all. Mark, good to see you. All right. Good. We got a couple of students here too. Good to see you, Pat. Welcome back. We're about gold students, everybody. Good to see you all. All right. Hold on a second. All right. All right. Good. Well, welcome, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about day trading for beginners. We've been getting a lot of people that want to get into trading, and we're trying to show everybody exactly what makes it, the good, the bad, the ugly. I want to talk about some of the good things and some of the bad things about it. And listen, some of you might want to consider it. Maybe some of you didn't realize it wasn't as bad as you thought, but we want to kind of talk about how to follow order flow. We wanted to talk about basically how to trade these stocks, what's moving. And let me tell you, there's been a lot going on today alone. And I'm very, very excited about to show you some of the stocks. And I know we have a lot of traders in here that are students of ours too. And, listen, please feel free to tell everybody, because some people attend these events. They don't realize that, oh, this is just another, is this really true? Could this really happen? And let me tell you, it really does happen. So let me just change the slide here. And if I could do it, where am I? Oops, at the wrong. Let me just fix something here really quick. Set up slideshow. Oop, an individual window. There we go. All right. So before we get started, just quick little warning for everyone that basically this is just a strictly educational trading. Obviously varies student to student, so I'm not going to make any warranties or guarantees. Please make sure that's a very high risk of trading. So please be very wise before you make your trading in today's markets. Okay. Now, how long? Now, my question to everyone is this: is how long you guys been trading for? How you've been doing this for a couple of days, a couple of months, a couple of years, a couple of weeks? How long is everybody doing it? Mark, you've been doing it for about 3 years. Anyone else? Let me get this 20 years. Okay. Wow. There you go. Patrick, just this past year, I know you just started out being one of our gold students. So it looks like we have a lot of new people that are here that just started out. Well, let me explain something to you. I'm going to invite every single one of you here into my trading room. Okay. And some of you are students of mine, and we're always looking to recruit new students, because eventually, you're going to leave the flock and you maybe start your own school, maybe start teaching your family members, whatever it is. But we're always looking to recruit new traders. But before I do that and waste anyone's time, I wanted to educate you a little bit about the pros and cons and order flow and how we do things here at Cyber Trading University. Now, to make things super exciting, what I would like to do right now is I just want to kind of show you what is moving in the market. Okay. Stocks that have done phenomenal today. So let me just go out there and share my screen with you really quick. Hold on a second. All right. So right here, you can see we have a stock called NVIDIA. I mean, not NVIDIA, Nikola. Now, this stock, you could see it right here, had a really good move in the last couple of days. It was at 50 cents. The thing already ran to $1.70. This stock, Nikola, just to let you know, and I'll go back in history. Here's a stock that was up in the about $100 price range. And this stock took a very big hit. It had a really, really good move, $1.30 to $1.80. Now, let's just say you're not a fan of trading very inexpensive stocks. That's okay. I get it. Let's bring up AI. Okay. We all know about the AI stock. This stock has been on a really good tear since beginning of May. And this thing already ran from $17 to $47. You can see here on the intraday stock market, it went from $42 up to $48. Okay. And I could just go on and on and on. Boyle, another good stock. This was a $140 stock, had a really good move. Inexpensive stock, $2.80, $3.10. A couple other ones kind of showed up here that did pretty well. We had, okay, this is our new IPO that opened up. We had, what else that moved up pretty nicely? Moving up really nicely. This is a company that did a deal with Apple. You could see it ran from 39 to about 42. There's a lot of things that are moving. Now, the question that you have to ask yourself is, why are these things moving up? Who ran them up? Okay. And how did they go up this fast? So with that said, I know we have a lot of students in here today. Did anybody here that's a student? Did anyone see any of these stocks that we traded? Yes or no? because you know what? There are a lot of people in here that are new and probably didn't know that we even existed, whatever. Just give me a chat back. Joyce, thank you very much. Okay, great. So we all know we were all here. You see the chat inside the group room, and a lot of you see it. A Boyle Raymond. That was a pretty good one. Nice little cheap stock, right? That Boyle. What a great little inexpensive stock. Good move. Listen, if you bought 10,000 shares of that stock and it moved 10 cents, there's your $1,000. You know what I mean? So you need a lot of money to do this. So anyway, let's get back right into this. So my goal is this. I want to teach you guys how we find these stocks. I want to invite you into the trading room, and I want to give you the opportunity to kind of go out there and do what we do every day. So how do we do that? Let me just tell you how I got started, because you probably have attended these events before, and you're probably wondering, why am I listening to Fausto? What made this, why is this thing going up? How are they going up? Well, I started like you about 30 years ago. The difference is I was 22 years old, okay? And back then, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I knew, living in New York, that this is the financial capital of the world, and I learned from some of the best traders in the industry. So that's really what my goal was. I wanted to learn, and I wanted to know what I was doing wrong, because I tried to do it on my own, and I failed miserably. Well, what I've learned on the first day on the job is the first day that you guys are going to be in this room, because I've learned that I knew nothing about the market. It didn't matter what Fausto Pugliese thought. It mattered what Wall Street thought. It mattered what the institutions thought. The institutions, the brokerage firms, all these people that control about 70, 80% of the volume, they're the ones that move the market. And then what ended up happening, I wanted to go on my own. I was a very successful trader. And, but how I got into the education business is this. I couldn't get into the brokerage business because I was just one person. But I've learned that the way you're going to, and I didn't want to continue to trade with the brokerage firm I work for, because I didn't like splitting the profits back then. Okay. So, because I learned enough and I didn't need to. They loved me, they missed me. But at the end of the day, what I learned is that you need to surround yourself with a team. You need to educate traders to trade with you, not against you. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that want to trade together, that we could teach you how to trade, so we could actually trade these stocks that are moving and, high-five each other and so on. And that's why, I've been an author of the book of How to Beat Market Makers in Their Own Game. And that's that picture right there on the left. That was us, when we first got started in the trading business. Now, over the years, I competed against the best schools in the industry. I beat every single one of them. We're also endorsed by every brokerage firm, direct access firm in the industry, Thinkorswim, TradeStation, Tasty Works. I can go on and on and on. But to do that, I'm only as good as the people I surround myself with. And you could see the people that we've trained over the years. Some of these people might even look like you. But I want you to be that person. Okay. But you have to know how to play the game. You need to know how to go out there, and you need to know how to buy and sell these stocks. You need to how to use the system. And what you're about to see right now is a lot of you have been trading backwards. And, and that's one of the big reasons why majority of traders fail in today's markets. They get involved and it just, they don't know how to lose money. Listen, you're going to lose in trading. Okay. And I know a lot of you probably heard a lot of the bad things and the negativity of trading, but there are good things also, and it's not that you wanted to try it, but like, so let me try something else and let me see if it works better, like maybe swing trading or options. And that's even more riskier what we're going to be doing. So let me tell you the pros and cons about trading. So the pros about trading is that there's great tools out there that you could use that will give you a seat on the exchange. Now, when I started, I had to pay about $1,000 a month for some of these programs. Now, try to get a 22-year-old to come up with $1,000 to pay to get today's technology you can get for $15, But you know what? I made that investment. And you know what? Listen, you want to learn how to be a six-figure trader? You got to spend some money. You want to open up a restaurant? You're not going to do it in a high crimed area. Because the rent is cheap. You know what I mean? You get what you pay for. You want to listen. You want a good steak. You got to pay for it. You want you have terrible steak. That's what you get. Trading is the same thing. There are tools that you need and there's tools that you need to use. I'm going to talk about them. And that's the pros. Now, the cons are that a lot of us want to go out there and trade and realize that you're trading with the wrong platform. You really are. Now they're not that bad. It's just that depending on what kind of trader you are, you're probably using the wrong tools. The reason why that didn't help you become very successful. So I want to kind of talk a little bit about those tools that we use. Now, there are two specific tools, trading platforms that we use. Now, listen, this is not the Cybertrade University platform. This is not what this ain't the system that we kind of, we invented. You all have access to it. A lot of brokerage firms offer it. And the two that are most popular are level 3 and level 4 quotes. You probably heard of level 1, level 2. Level 1 is just a bid and offer. Level 2 is, just a modified level 1. But these are going to show you where every order is out there. Now, let's think about this for a second. I have a question for all of you in the trading room, okay? What drives a stock to go up and go down? What makes stocks go up and go down in the market? Very good, Mark. Thank you very much. Everyone on social media, I didn't hear anybody from there other than Alex. Buyers and sellers, right? Can everyone just put that in the room so I just know that you're following along? I just want to make sure everybody's paying attention. Just write BNS and not the BNS you're thinking of. Buyers and sellers, right? Okay. So here we are. We're looking at on here on the left-hand side, you'll see that this is actually the NASDAQ software. And I'm actually a regular guest at NASDAQ teaching this platform all the time. So you got buyers on the left and you got sellers on the right. What you're looking at is about 50% of the volume that's trading on the in the whole world on this NASDAQ software. Why would you not want that? Why would you not want to see every order out there where all the buyers and sellers are at every single price level? Because this is what makes a support and resistance levels. Let me show you an example. Okay. So here we're looking at a stock Riot, stock that we traded. We traded actually quite frequently in our trading room, and not today though. But I want to point something out to you. You're looking at this stock Riot, and it goes down from 1250 all the way down to 1160. Now, why did it go at 1160? Why did it go? Why did it bounce off 1160 and go back to 12? Well, to kind of reiterate it over and over and over again, and maybe some of you saw this example before, but sometimes when you see it 2, 3, 4 times, that's when eventually it'll sink in. But when you have a 70,000 share buyer out there and might even question, is that a lot or is it a little? Well, when you work your way down on the buy side and you start seeing 400 share sellers, 700 share sellers, 900 share sellers, and you're getting something that's over, 70 times more the average, I think I would assume that that's a big order. And not only that, but when you're seeing 200 shares, 300, when you're starting to see like 16 different orders that make up that 70,000, you got to remember, it's not just one person. There are several people out there. That's what controls these stocks. And that's why the stock from 12 o'clock, when it got right around 2, it reversed at 1160 and went back up to 1210. In this example right here, same thing. Here you have a stock that went from $36 at $9.35, and then after about 30 minutes, it hit a resistance levels at 41 and came back down. Why did it go down? Well, once again, support and resistance is only relative with those buyers and sellers. What made a stock go down at a resistance? Sellers. And when you look over here, you'll see that there's a seller right there on the offer on NASDAQ for 28,000 shares at $41. So, when it comes down to it, when you want to have that game plan, you need to follow to see what that order is, because that order is what makes resistance. Because and I know, we've all traded before and we're like, damn it, why did the stock go down? Or how could I have known that? How could I had a game plan to get out before it got there? Well, this is how it works. The way it works is you got to see where those orders are. And now you're seeing what's called the future. Now, listen, we all like to read the future, right? I wish I could read the future when the next lotto numbers are going to come out. I wish I knew I was able to read the future when the Belmont Stakes horse won the race. But that's not reality. What reality is, where 99% of the traders are not doing, is they don't realize that these orders are available to you. But everyone is stuck on looking at some indicator, some MACD. Someone's trying to say, oh, you know what? You got to learn this. You got to learn this chart. You got to learn this pattern. You got to learn these teacups. It's, you know what? You could sit there and you could spend years and always will find somebody would tell you something better than something else. I mean, I'm just out of curiosity asking everybody in the room, how many indicators are there? How many indicators would you think that are out there in the market? How many? Just give me a chat. Pat says too many. Mark says hundreds. Unlimited. Okay? Unlimited we're getting. Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. But you know how many indicators are in trading? 2. Buyers and sellers. I'd rather go through 2 than the thousands, right? Wouldn't you say? So here we have, you know, having this game plan that I want to kind of have a little fun with you and show you is that, like, look at this PLTR, right? PLTR is going up. Now, this is another stock that we trading. It was a lot of fun, you know, a movement of a stock. But the question you have to ask you is, like, how is it going to continue to go up? Or is this stock going to continue to trend down? Like, what's driving it? Well, if you saw a stock, okay, going up, you're looking for resistance. When you're looking for a stock to go down, you're looking for buyers. So there's always opportunities for the stock to slingshot back up. There's always opportunities where a stock could, you know, break down and make lower lows or higher highs. But in this situation, in PLTR, as much as you might think that stock's going up and that's on a retrace, you got an 82,000 share buyer out there at 1567. So my question to you is this, fellow traders, what do you think is going to happen when we get close to that 82,000 share buyer? Do you think the stock's going to go up or do you think it's going to go down? What do you all think? Actually, do I have polls here? No, pre-candid polls. Yes, I do actually. I actually do. Is this stock going up or down? Let me look. Oh, there we go. We can do polls. Oh, interesting. Let's see if we can do this poll. Is this stock going up or down? There we go. All right, just waiting for everybody to answer this question. We're actually practicing this on a new platform that we use. We're not using Zoom anymore. We're going to the next level. So here we go. Let me share that with you. There's the poll. So it looks like 67% of you say it's going up. 27% of you think it's going to go down. All right, good. All right, so let's look what happens here. Look what happened when it came to that 1567. It went up, came back down, went back up. So it never broke through that 1567. Now, you see why some of you got it wrong? Because, I don't know, maybe you were questioning and thinking like, I don't believe this stock, you know, maybe it's fake news. Maybe that's a fake order. You know, Steve, we'll check Apple. We'll check Apple. Listen, we're going to go in the market and we're going to have fun, Steve. Okay. But right now, I just want to kind of do a quick little PowerPoint to kind of you to see something very stagnant. Okay. Before we start getting very excited and looking at some stocks moving in the market. Now, let's look at this without looking at any indicator, without looking at any chart, without looking at anything, okay? Where do you think, where's the iceberg on Carvana, okay? Well, you could see it right here is at 23.89. So I'm going to do a poll. Let's do another poll. All right, so is this stock going up or going down? Let's do another poll. I like these polls. These polls are fun. And if you're on social media, just put in the chat, up or down. Up, down, or you don't know. Steve, we didn't get to that yet. All right, we're just waiting everyone to do the poll really quick. All right. I think everyone put in their results. Let's post the results. There we go. All right. So we got 23% is going to go up, 57 said it's going to go down, and we got 23 say it's going to don't know. Okay. So if you look at other program tools, you could see the stock is trending up, right? But when we got to that resistance levels, look what happened. It hit 24, it came back down. It hit 24, it came back down. Go from 24 to 23 is a very, very big loss, you know? And, you know, you could probably say, oh, double top, triple bottoms, whatever it is. Listen, if you look at those orders out there, you got 10 shares, 20 shares, 250 shares. You're talking 23,000. You're not talking chump change, fellow traders, right? Let somebody else get past that. Let somebody else take out that 23,000 share seller. It's not your decision to go out there and think like, oh, you know what? Carvana, it's been on a big run up. You know, regardless of where it is today, what I'm telling you at this moment of time, you still, regardless if someone takes them out or not, you got to wait until it gets past that. So, you know, you don't want to be the person buying it at 24, selling it back at 23.50, taking a 50 cents loss. Then it goes back up, buying at 24, selling at 23.50. You got to buy into supply and sell into demand. And that's where people blow up their accounts. All right. Now, the next question, I think, Steve, this is your question right here. Where do we buy Book Viewer? Okay. Well, does everybody have their phone? Okay. So what I recommend you to do is this data, I used to pay $1,000 a month. You can now buy it through the exchange for $15. That's it, $15. Why in the world would you not want to see where 50% of the buyers and sellers in the stock that you're in right now? Why would you not want that? And by the way, this is right through NASDAQ. So just take your phone, or you could type in that address, datastore.nasdaq.com, and just click on it. Let me see if it works. I'm going to try it myself. It should work. Yeah. There we go. Yep, there you go. So you can see it goes right to the NASDAQ website. And then you could basically order Total View right from there. It costs $15 a month. Why would you not want that? I have no idea. Okay. So go out there, scan it, and go from there. Now, oh, you got it yesterday, Mark? Good. Now, listen, there are better tools than this, okay, on NASDAQ. But you know what? For a start, it's not too bad to do that. All right. Now, let's talk about level 4, because now what I'm going to do is, now I just showed you the raw data. Now what I want to do is implement it into a chart. Can I use the same thing for options trading? Yes, Steve, you can. Absolutely, because the way you become a good options trader, okay, is that it's the movement of the stock that makes an option move. And I say that all the time, and sometimes I feel like I'm repeating myself 10, 20 times every day saying that. But if you want to be a good options trader, you got to learn how to trade the stock first, because it's the movement of the stock that makes the option move, okay? Now, let's look at level 4. And we're going to go to the live data. So if anyone has any stocks that you want to watch, please feel free to make sure you click on it. Tell me what stocks you want. We're going to go in and check them out. And we're going to have a little fun with you, okay? So here we're looking at level 4. Now, what really kind of stands out is what you're looking at is a heat map. And in this heat map, what you're seeing is you're seeing these lines. You're seeing these buyers. You're seeing these sellers. You're seeing all these orders out there, okay? And on the right-hand side, right there, that's basically called the current order book. Let's just call that the NASDAQ level 3 that you saw. So you're seeing the orders out there. But now what you're seeing here is you're seeing more orders, because now you're going to be able to aggregate other exchanges out there, like other ECNs, which will teach you in class what they are. You know, other exchanges, like I'll give you an example, the New York Stock Exchange. Maybe somebody's trading on a New York, but not on a NASDAQ. You're basically seeing how long he's been out there for. Is he canceling his order? Is he adding to his position? So you're seeing it more, you know, more of a visual. Now, if anyone here is trading with Thinkorswim, I don't know if anyone's trading with Thinkorswim, but Thinkorswim, I've done an event. You can get this off Thinkorswim also. We have some really great videos. It's actually one of probably our #1 most popular video of Thinkorswim. So if you want to learn how to set it up or how to get it, feel free to go there and download it. Now, let's talk about how the history works, okay? So let's look at AI really quick, okay? Now, AI has been on a really big tear. Today has been a phenomenal tear. I actually think there's a big short squeeze going on in it, okay? That's basically my opinion on it because it's been on such a great run. And obviously, you hear so much about it on TV. So here you were looking at AI, and you'll notice that right here, you got sellers, right? And you see these green balls. Those green balls are transactions. The bigger the ball, that means the more volume it traded within that minute. And you'll notice that there are a lot of buying going on because red is for selling, green is for buying. And right up around here, since 9:30 in the morning, you'll see that there is about 125,000 share seller. Now, with that said, let me see if I do a poll on this if I have one. Yeah, we'll try this one. Okay. So with that said, let's do a poll. Now, would this stock go up or would it go down when it gets to 40? What do you think it's going to do? Is it going to go up or is it going to go down when it gets to that $40 price range? So if everybody in social media, just put it in there. If you're in the trading room, you should probably have a little poll thing that's coming up. All right. So with that said, it looks like okay, everyone basically put their answer in. Let's share the results. Okay. So majority said it's going to go down. 85% of it's going to go down. You know what? Congratulations. You're right. Big iceberg order, big seller, it should go down. Now, what happened? Can anybody tell me? I mean, I know we have some students here in the trading room, and I would love you to hear, explain it because it's what we teach you what to do. But what did the stock do? Did it go up or go? What happened? What happened here? We hit 40, and what happened? Pat, you're a student of ours, you know. Big buyers, right? It broke through it, right, Mark? There you go. Buyers larger than sellers resistance. Okay, just think about this for a second. You ever hear something called a breakout? What is a breakout? A breakout is when you're coming up to a big resistance levels and it breaks through that resistance and goes higher. What makes resistance is a big seller. In this situation, the seller got executed. And that's why the stock went from 40 to 41. Now, what happened here is that not only to go to 41, the thing ran all the way to 43. Now, all of a sudden, those sellers that were out there now all of a sudden became buyers. So you have to understand that when you see stocks that break these resistance levels, like I'll give you an example. Today, it happened today. I'm going to show you a really cool example in this one. Hold on one here. Okay, so let me show you right here. This is live, okay? And live is always so much better. This here, hold on. Blow this up here for you. Now, now some of you here are my students in here right now. So you all know, were witness of this whole thing, right? Who here saw the AI trade in the cyber group room at 10 a.m.? Who was here? Because, once again, there are a lot of people that here are trial members and don't understand that this even exists. Pat, you were here. Joyce, you were here. Good. Raymond, you were here. Okay. So right here, right around 10 a.m. in the morning, there was this big iceberg order right here around $45. Okay. Now, if you notice right here from 9:45 until 10 o'clock for about 15 minutes, a little bit more than 15 minutes, the stock had a very tough time breaking this $45 price range. That was a major resistance levels. Now, let me show you here. Hold on. I'm not done. Okay. Not done. Hold on a second here. So I'm going to draw this. See, this is the intraday chart right here. Okay. So you can see here at 45, which is right around there. The stock had resistance levels back a couple of days ago, and it hit 45. It came back down, and you could see how it got close here, and it hit it right there. Okay, you see that, everyone? Hopefully everybody's following along. Now watch this. The reason why it had a resistance levels there is because there was this, what was it? How much was it, everyone? Do you remember? It was like, I don't know, like 60, 70,000 shares, right? Remember that? Something like that. I don't know, somewhere around that. Now you'll notice right here that seller right there, you see that big volume bar right there? That order right there, look at that. Look at the volume right there within that minute. Does everybody see it right there? There was literally right there a 500,000 share trade that was done. Okay. Now you all were my witness in here. Remember what I told you in the trading room? Something called consolidation. What did I say? Big seller, but I said, you know what? It's supposed to go down. I said, you know what? This stock ain't going down. This stock is sitting there holding there. Something is up with that big iceberg order out there. And for trading and I think I said it, and and everyone be my witness if you were here. I said, you know what? I think the stock's going to break it. That seller's, I know we have that big seller out there, and he's not backing off. These buyers. And sure enough, it went from 45 down to 44.50, down to 44, back to 45, 44.50. Finally, this 500,000 share order came out. And look at right here, from 10.05 to 10.15 or even 10.10, this stock ran from 45 to 47. Now, let's do the math. What is 45 minus 47? What is that? What's 45 minus 47? $2, right? If you bought 100 shares of that stock at a $4,400 investment, how much money did you make on 100 shares? $200, right? $200 in a less than matter of 10 minutes. $200 over the course of the year is about a $50,000 salary. That's on 100 shares. If you bought 1,000 shares, that's $2,000. Do that every day, you're talking about a $500,000 salary. Now you know why people love this job, okay? But what you don't know is because most people would have had a resistance levels right there. Most people would have sold out. But same day, and you're right, Raymond, another thing too. How many of you here trade options? It was a great options trade, right? We saw you could have traded the day trade options on and done pretty well. But when you have somebody like you, Steve, in social media, let's go check out Apple. Listen, Apple has been on a really good move, and I can't neglect it. But if I could risk 3 times less with more reward, why would I not trade this? And why would I trade that? Follow what I'm saying? So that was just one big move on that stock. And that's why you need to see how these buyers are getting done and how these stocks continue to go higher, which you could see right here on this slide. Boom, it got right up to that 45 resistance level. And then obviously, did the same. Let's go check out Carvana. Okay, another big mover. Who here saw Uber had a nice breakout? Was that today, Terrence? Carvana's doing the same. Uber is doing it right now. Let me see Uber. Uber. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Uber's doing really nice, actually. Okay. Yeah. You could see Uber right here. Let me show what everyone's talking about. What Terrence is talking about. Yeah. You see Uber right here. Big move. Stock went from 41. It's already at 43. Nice breakout. Now the question is, do we buy? I'm going to just kind of throw this out there. Do we buy it here? Do we buy it here? Well, before we ever buy anything, we need to see where the orders are. Right, Jeffrey? We don't do that. That's a sucker's bet, right? We need to find out and say, okay, where are the orders? Where are all the other buyers? Okay. Where am I at with this stock? Okay. So looking at this stock right here, where did it back off? Give or take, because it looks like it's starting to back down, right? So where do you think our resistance levels are? Can anyone answer this question from looking at the intraday chart? You want me to check technicals? Okay, I'll check technicals. What do you want me to look at? You want me to look at stochastic? Do you want me to look at an RSI? Maybe a Bollinger Band? Maybe a Shankin? I heard these MACDs are pretty cool too. Okay, so you tell me. Does that help you? Does that help you? It looks like a damn mess. I don't know how people read this stuff anyway. I got something easier for you. Take this off. All right. Let's just take all this crap and let's focus on this, right? So everyone's saying right around what 40, well, 43 is here, but you see it's backing off here, right? So let me draw my trend line. So we're right around here. So somewhere around, you can see it's hitting resistance levels right around here, right? Was that close to 40-ish or something like that? Okay. Look at this. You know why it backed off at 40? Because you had a seller out here that's sitting here right around 44. All right. And the reason why it got past 43 is because this seller right here got executed. And how did it go from 43 so quickly to 44? Because now it finally met a new seller of 9,000 shares at 44. Okay. So did an indicator tell you that? I mean, I showed you something, but when you're trying to figure this all out and trying to say and by the way, listen, resistance levels were there. Buyer was over here at 42, tested the guy at 43, executed the guy at 43, right? And you could see how it hovered there, very similar like I just showed you on an AI trade. And then obviously once that seller was done, there was nothing holding it back. And that's where I ran from 43 to 44. And that's a pretty substantial profit right there. Making close to $1 on 1,000 shares. You bought 1,000, it's $1,000 right there. That's $250,000 salary. Why would you not want to trade that? All because you're able to see the future. You know what the most embarrassing part about this whole thing is, because the only reason why people would fail by using this data is because they'll go out there and be like, it's like they're in denial, like, I don't know, maybe you'll break it, or maybe I can make a little bit more, or I own the stock at 56 and I can't afford to get out here now. Listen, being a good trader is learning how to control losses. That's why people blow up their accounts. They don't know how to play the market. So that's what trading is all about. And that's why we'll show you how to find these things, how they go and they break out, and you get these 140,000 share buyers and they keep pushing the stock up, and you wonder why and how they go from these prices of like $20, $19, $23. I mean, you're looking at Carvana right here with these big buyers out here, 140,000. You know where Carvana is today? Geez, this thing hasn't stopped ever since. It's at 26. And you know what? It's still going higher. Look. When I did this screenshot, you want to know why? Look at that. Look at this thing. Keeps going up. What's pushing it up? What do you think is pushing this stock up, everyone? What do you think might even have the probability of chance running the stock up? Do you think, Kerry? Do you think, Raymond? How about on social media? I didn't hear anybody from YouTube. I didn't hear from you, Steven, or Damon, or Mike, or Bill. What could possibly be doing it? Buyers, and buyers. And remember, where there's a buyer, there's also going to be a seller. And guess what? If you look right here, this seller was out there. He got, let me load up a little bit further so you guys can see this, okay? Let me get some more data for you. Look at these sellers right here. Look at these oranges. Seller got executed. Seller got executed. Seller got executed. Now we're going up to a new seller, $27. This is what's driving the stock higher, because sellers out here are getting executed. This poor fella just quit. He said, I'm not interested. He backed off, But when I go back out here and you want to learn how to, by the way, you could also apply this on swing trading. Because it'll teach you, you could scroll back and okay, is there anyone out there at 30, 40, 50, 70? oh, you know what? There's a big buyer here at 18. You know what? Hell, 18 is not going to help me when we're at 26. But maybe you're doing a long-term leap trade. I don't know. Anything like that. So anyway, who here wants to learn a little bit more about how to do this as a career? Who wants to learn and see if this stuff really actually happens? Well, this is what I want to do. I want to invite all of you into my trading room. Okay? I want you to, some of you are students of mine right now. Some of you are sitting there, you know, contemplating, you know, and thinking about it. Well, this is what I want to do. Let's stop pretending. Okay? I know some of you here have taken courses with other people. I know some of you here went out there and, you know, tried to, you know, been watching this on YouTube or whatever. Well, listen, how about just come and seeing it live? And this is the big thing. Don't judge us on our winners. I want you to judge us on our losers. Most importantly, how we control them, because it's the losers that blow people up. And you'll see, and you'll meet guys like John and Alex and Phil and, you know, Patrick, you know, all these traders in here right now that are here to kind of, you know, because we're looking to recruit traders. We're looking to teach traders because we're always looking, you know, listen, trading is not a full-time job. You know, I would say maybe 20-30% of you are in the trading room at a given time. So whenever someone's in there at a given time, we want to make sure we have enough people in there so we all can work together. But what I just want to let everybody know that not all of you are going to be qualified to do this. So what better way of having someone to kind of tell you the truth by seeing it live? So, and this is why CyberTrade University has been endorsed by more brokerage firms than anyone in the industry. And this is why we have a 5-star rating on Google. So here's the trading room for some of you on YouTube and some people here in the cyber group room. In the trading room, you could see it. That you're in it. You're in one of the rooms that we have, which is our free room. We're doing it right now. Now, this is what we do. We broadcast live every morning at 9 a.m. to 10:30. We do live audio commentary. And then we'll pick up the commentary again back in the afternoon from 2:30 to 4. And then we also do workshops over the course of the day. We got great guest speakers, other educators. We'll talk about swing trading. We'll get top educators of options trading, crypto trading, Forex trading. You say it. Trust me, great educators all work together as a team, and we'll bring them in here. So you're going to get all this good stuff here being part of the room. Now, this is what's going to cost, okay? I'm not looking for free people, okay? I'm looking for serious traders. So you have the web address right there. You can click on that link, or you could take your phone, turn on the camera, click on that QR code, and we'll get you right into the room, okay? And what it's going to cost, name your price. Whatever you think I'm worth, okay? Whatever you think I'm worth, and you know what? That's I don't care what the price is. There's no dollar amount that's going to embarrass me. You know what embarrasses me? That you say you want to do it for free. And let me tell you, do not take this the wrong way, fellow traders. And students here, you can vouch me for this. If you're looking for free stuff, you should not be trading. There's nothing free in this world. Nobody works for free. You don't work for free. You just want a good deal. That's it. And this is the good deal I'm giving you. Just name your price. That's it. Name your price. Now, these are all the great things you're going to be getting with this package. You're going to get 1 week access in the trading room. You're going to get live commentary. You're going to get workshops. We're going to help you set up those workshops. All right. And then most importantly, for anyone that registers, I'm going to actually pick up the phone and we'll actually, who's going to use these phones anymore, right? But we do. I'm going to pick up the phone and you're going to do a free consultation with me. So when's the last time that any of you went out there were able to name your price and talk to one of those people, those influencers that you see on YouTube? You know, and I'm not here to bash on anyone, whatever. It's not good business to do that. But have any of you actually spent thousands of dollars and never even spoke to the educator that convinced you to take that class? Or you see these analysts on TV and like, you know what? I would love to trade a stock that he's talking about. I wish I could talk to him. Well, guess what? You're going to get that opportunity now. All you got to do is click on that QR code and get into the room. Or you can register there. Now, what I like to do right now is I like to, if anyone here has any questions, I would love to kind of tell you, because listen, you seen what moved today? Some of these stocks, any one of these stocks could have probably paid this thing 20, 30, 50 times over than what you're going to spend. And I know a lot of you really want to do this, but you got to learn before you could earn. That's what it's all about. Raymond, thank you very much. And it's always great to have you as a student, Raymond, and thanks for sitting there, and supporting us. You listen, Raymond, you were one of the people that were in here also. You started out, and we always kind of want students in here because it always reminds you where you were. And we all say this to everybody. The stock market is not going out of business. So don't worry about it. It's never too late. And you know what? Every day here at Cybertrade University is an adventure. We always find things that will continue to keep moving in the market. Jeffrey has a good question. Okay, now tell us the real price after the week. Jeffrey, did you buy the trial first? Because this is the deal. We are not going to bill you after the week's over. We don't play that game. Okay, I don't need your money. All right, this money really is more of a donation to my staff. That's really what it is. If you want to continue with CTU, okay, and you're seeing people making six figures, I don't think you will worry about paying your fair share, okay? But don't worry about that right now. That's the least of your problems. What's important to you right now is, let me start and name your price. Let me get into the trading room. Let me do my consultation. Let me talk to Fausto. We'll worry about it then, okay? But we're not going to charge you anything after that. Well, Raymond, like I said, listen, most traders in the room, okay, are between the age of 50 and 90. So I get it. I get it. We're all there. But when you need most of all, it's the customer service. Let me tell you, we are huge when it comes to customer service. Some people are so shocked that don't even believe that they can actually speak to the staff. They don't even have a phone number. Okay. But we give you that number. And, and that's the beauty about what we do here. Look, 877-70-CYBER. Some people don't even get that. All right, a couple of shout outs really quick. I want to just thank a couple of people that just registered. Lance, welcome aboard. I got your registration. Welcome. Appreciate it. Debbie, got your registration. Thanks a lot. Nicole in California, thank you very much. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Listen, I want to remind everybody, when you register for the event, we're going to go put you through, there's an application that we ask, and it's a couple of questions. Let us know a little bit about you. Have you taken training before? Who's your broker? There's 5 questions. The more you help tell us about you, the more we can advise you what you're doing right and wrong. Okay. That's the big thing right there. All right. Any other questions? Just going through here and see what we got going on here. Now, you got the number on the screen. You can call up, or like I said, you could do it. Oops, where am I? Did I jump out? There you go. Or you could just click on that QR code. All right. No problem, Mark. I look forward to talking to you too, Mark. Hopefully you having a good time in the trading room, Mark? How cool is some of the stocks that you're in? Yes, good. Saw some really good moves in the market. Now the question is, now we need to have that, that talk, Mark, and find out, okay, I'm gonna get to know a little bit about you, and we'll make a decision if this is something that you should do as a career, or even part-time, So, but listen, it's quite overwhelming. People, when they first come into the trading room, they don't realize what to expect. And then they come in there, they're like, and then when you talk to our staff, they're like, oh, now this makes sense. Oh, now I understand what they're doing, and that's the beauty of it. All right, fellow traders. So listen, I'm going to get ready for the market. I got to get ready for the afternoon. So thanks for listening. And like I told you, listen, if you didn't move forward with us, that's okay. I'm not going to take it personal. Maybe you're not ready yet. You don't have to do your trial immediately. You could always push it off, maybe next week, the week after. But this, we haven't done name your price in a long time. So, once again, you want to pay $1, pay $1. You want to pay $100, $100, $1,000. It doesn't affect me. Okay. No dollar embarrassment, but don't go out there and try to do this on your own and learn the hard way, because if you think education's expensive, try ignorance. All right. So with that said, everyone, I look forward to seeing you all back in the trading room. Good luck. And like I said, and if I don't see you, enjoy the rest of your weekend and trade safe.